Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Mainstream Dissident. My name is Adam, and I'll be your host. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. I should be able to respond to you. If you subscribe to the channel, you guys are going to be seeing some of the upcoming interviews that I have scheduled. Some pretty big names are coming down the pipeline, so you guys won't want to miss that. Today, we are talking about those 600,000 Chinese students that Trump wants to let into America because that's America first. Anything related to China or foreigners, you know what, guys? That's America first. I'm putting the MAGA hat back on. This is what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about. Let's take a look here at Chief Trumpster's post. So we didn't get mass deportations, but instead are getting mass importation of labor, students, and workers to take our jobs. Does importing 600,000 Chinese students to take spots of Americans in schools sound like America first to you? Well, you know what, Chief? When you put it that way, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. If you guys have been living under a rock here, I'm going to go ahead and play the video on screen just so you can hear Trump's remarks and we can move forward from there.
President Xi would like me to come to China. It's a very important relationship. As you know, we're taking a lot of money in from China because of the tariffs and the different things. And it's a very important relationship. We're going to get along good with China. I hear so many stories about we're not going to allow their students. We're going to allow their students to come in. We're going to allow, it's very important, 600,000 students. It's very important. But we're going to get along with China. But it's a different relationship that we have now with China. It's a much better relationship economically than it was before. With Biden, boy, what he allowed that, I mean, they just took him to the cleaners. You know, President Xi would like me to come to China.
It's a different relationship that we have now with China. We want to give them all of our stuff and we want to let them come into our classrooms, and it's going to be a big classroom and it's going to be full of fortune cookies and egg rolls. Fortune cookies and egg rolls for everybody from China. And you know, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm getting sick and tired of this legal immigration. I don't want legal immigration. I don't want illegal immigration, but I'm done with the legal immigration too. It's getting out of hand. It's destroying American culture. That's what I'm an advocate for, or rather against. I'm against destroying American culture. I'm for preserving American culture. And we all know what American culture really is. Even the people that say that they don't, we all know that they are just putting on a show. They're redefining American culture from what it was originally intended. So let's pull up a few more posts here and take a look. So I do believe it is the same video clip. So this fella posts here, he says, Trump will now allow 600,000 Chinese students into America. In 2022, there were 290K Chinese students. In 2023, there were 277,000 let in. And now we're doubling it. We're doubling it, guys. How does doubling the number of Chinese students put America first? Well, it really doesn't. If you think about it, if you get down to the bare bones, it does not. It does not put America first. It never can put America first, but people will try to pull the wool over your eyes, and they will tell you, well, it's going to be good for the colleges. They're going to have money pouring into the colleges. And you know what, dude? This is basic supply and demand. It's basic supply and demand. So if we have a bunch of people attending college and going to college, well, obviously the demand for college is higher. So in turn, the colleges can charge a higher price. If you get an influx of 600,000 people, let alone foreigners, coming to our colleges, that just means the demand for college tuition is going to go up, so the price is going to go up as well. This is basic. Anyone can look at this, but we want to keep China happy. We want to keep them very happy. Xi Jinping is going to tumbly bumbly bear over to my house, and we will talk about it later. But it's it's crazy to think that they can be promoting this under the guise of America First, or rather, Make America Great Again. I know that Trump has kind of strayed away from that term, America First. It's been taken over pretty much by men like me and you out there. And before we jump into this Atlantic article here, guys, if you haven't liked the video already, go ahead and like it. Go ahead, just click the like button. It's free. A like is free. Go ahead and comment. If you think that I'm a fool and I'm not hitting the mark, leave me a comment. If you want to boost the algo, go ahead and comment below. I'm pretty fun to talk to, you know. Go ahead and juice the algo. All right, so if we take a look here at the Atlantic article regarding this, a tenuous relationship between American universities and Chinese students. So this was back in 2015, this article was produced, but it is still relevant today. And the thing that stuck out to me, I did find this on X, of course, but the thing that stuck out to me, according to Zinch China, and just for you viewers out there, I had to look this up. Zinch is a social network connecting students with opportunities, foreigners with opportunities, colleges, scholarships, study abroad programs, and graduate schools. So that's what Zinch is. So, according to Zinch China, an educational consulting company, 90% of Chinese applicants submit fake recommendations. 70% have other people writing their essays, and 50% have forged high school transcripts, while 10% list academic awards and other achievements they did not receive. So you have 90% of those Chinese, and this is back in 2015. Think about AI and how much easier it can be to forge these documents. Keep that in mind as I read through these again and touch on them. So 90% of Chinese applicants submit fake recommendations. So if I were to say, you know what, I have a small business and I have an employee and they do great and they ask me to write a recommendation when they're moving on to their next job, and I said, well, sure, I would love to, and I sign it, Adam Mainstream Dissident, boom, there you go. So these people are creating these fake documents to make themselves look good, to make them get accepted. Well, you're already a foreigner, so for some reason, you have preferential treatment over true Americans as it is. But to get that little extra leg up on the pile, here they go. They got the fake fake recommendations. 70% have other people write their essays. This right there, having someone else write an essay for you, this is big online. You can pay people just to write essays for you, whether it's for college, whether it's for high school. I think even grade school at this point. I know that before Cash App made more stricter verification, kids were making Cash Apps and they were just paying people to do their homework for them. So then we have 50%. Now, this is where it gets a little hairy here. 50% have forged high school transcripts. Now, these official documents are probably more difficult than just a fake essay. How can you prove that? Or a recommendation. And again, it's just an essay unless they follow up and call the person that signed the bottom. How would anyone ever know? So 50% of them are found from this Zinch app to have forged high school transcripts. 10% list academic awards, other achievements that they did not receive. So that's over embellishing. Honestly, I've done that on job applications myself. However, guys, that's not the point. That is not the point. We are importing these foreigners for, as Trump said, to keep relations with China because we're putting the tariffs on them. Okay, so we're putting the tariffs on China. Good, potentially can bring back manufacturing to the USA, or at least make the market more competitive. However, now what's the point? Because now we're just keeping the college tuition rates high by importing these foreigners. It is it is beyond me how, well, you know what? No, I was going to say it's beyond me how the general public can see this and not see the bigger picture. But guys, I'm starting to lose faith in the general public. It's like if you have any interaction in a grocery store with other individuals, you'll probably know what I mean. It's like blank slate. They're just uh it's there's no light behind their eyes. It is kind of sad. But that's why we got to get out here and we have to really make a difference, really make a difference, bring some light back to their eyes, uh, if by any means necessary. And to touch on the last bookmark here, I pulled one up here from Steve Franson. You guys might be familiar with him if you are in the Groyper scene. Steve used to have a show on Cozy TV. Since then, I kind of once Nick got back on Rumble, I kind of stopped paying attention to the Cozy scene so much. But read this. So America doesn't have unlimited jobs. Trump is bringing 600,000 Chinese students. They will displace Americans. Americans are sick of this. Decades and decades of this is treason. So I wholeheartedly agree with that. Americans are sick of this. We're sick of this. Even the diehard MAGA accounts that say the most boomer stuff, they're even sick of it. Which is kind of funny because if you think about it, for the past, I don't know, ever since I've been in the political scene as a child, 10 or under, they have been painting China as the bad guy. It's the Chicoms, it's the globalists. It's so they're painting China as the bad guy, and maybe they do expect a little bit of backlash from the public, but here we are. We're sick of it and we're voicing our opinions. But guys, as much as it sucks to say, voicing our opinions doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to matter. I don't think that we should stop doing it because it is making an impact on the people around us. But as far as the decision makers, which hold themselves as the elite class, they are not affected by it. They maybe, you know what? I let me empathize with them for a second. Maybe they see what I see whenever I go to a grocery store and I see the light taken out of people's eyes and it's just blank minds everywhere, NPCs bumping into walls. Maybe they see that too, and maybe they think, you know what? We need to corral them and we need to teach them what is best to think. We need to teach them how to act. We need to teach them what an American is rather than what they know an American to be. White, Christian, American. Boom, they're all synonymous. They are all synonymous with each other. I am done with this immigration stuff, guys. It is getting to the point to where I don't think that I will vote again in my lifetime unless we have a candidate, oh gosh, unless we have a candidate that is willing to rip that band-aid off and potentially take an economic hit so then we stop immigration, illegal immigration, visas, legal immigration. We need an immigration moratorium. I'm not the first guy to say it. I know that I'm not the first guy to say it, but it needs to be said. I will withhold my vote until my demands are met. I am sick of capitulating to these politicians continuously and getting the same results. We're slowly just marching over towards the left. But those NPCs that I talked about earlier, well, hey, we're still winning. Everything's good. We're still winning. Our guys in power. Everything's good. Guys, even though that right-wing candidate won, we are slowly marching over to the left. Socially, demographically, things are changing. We need to be aware. This demographic stuff, man, I I don't even have children yet, but I know people with kids and I know people with grandkids, and I know the next generation is going to be prey. They are going to be the targets of this mind control, this same brainwashing that got the boomers, the same brainwashing that got a lot of our parents, the same brainwashing that got a lot of us is going to be pushed even harder on this next generation to get them to fall in line. Oh, it's the left wing guy versus the right wing guy, but really we're all just marching towards that internationalism, that globalism. Whenever I make fun of, I do the Alex Jones thing, oh, globalists, it actually is globalism. You just have to have the common thought of who is pushing this. Are there any specific groups that are pushing this? Are there any specific people who are financially benefiting from this? If we continue to let our demographics get destroyed from real Americans into some amalgamation of foreign nations that are just invading our land, if we let that happen, it will no longer be America. Take a look at Europe. What do you think about Europe? Do you think it's still a great place? Dude, Paris has fallen. Germany as a whole has fallen. The UK, it has all of those gangs in it that are taking advantage of young women and getting off scot-free because, well, they don't know any better in their country. It's not a crime. Who is displacing all of these people into our white nations? White people only make up 7%, estimated 7% of the global population. White people also are responsible for 97% of all inventions globally. I am not saying that white people deserve special treatment. We deserve this, we deserve that. But without, if you if you give a white man a pallet of bricks, he will build a city. If you give a foreigner a pallet of bricks, they will destroy a city. We need to get back to reality. Let's snap back to it. Come on, boys. We gotta take the right steps. We gotta make our voices heard, and we have to return. We have to make it happen because guess what, guys? No one is coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. And if we fall and if we die and if we can't make it, at least we will know that we are doing the righteous thing for the next generation. So remember, guys, if you like what you heard today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can hear me rant more and more and more. Like the video if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. And if you want to follow me, go ahead and follow me on X as well. Make an account. It's not too hard. You'll get to see all the updates that all the collaborations that I am doing, and all of the interviews I have scheduled on my channel. Big things are in the works, so I will be happy to provide that for you. If you do make an X account and you follow me there, feel free to DM me. I am pretty chill. I'm going to go ahead and get back to you. I'll give you the time of day. If you have any suggestions or inside information for future videos, go ahead and send me those as well. I probably won't really click links, so screenshots are good. You got to be safe out there. You got to be safe out there. But yeah, guys, I had a great time filming today. Expect more here in the near future. This has been Adam with Mainstream Dissident. Until next time.